Hey everyone, Bill here with KB Trucks, and we have a little guest with us.
Special guest Holly today.
Yeah.
Hello.
Where are we, honey? What are we doing?
We are at Gooseberry Falls.
I know. Where?
In northern Minnesota.
Okay, we're in Two Harbors, or north of Two Harbors, Minnesota. And we had just heard on the news the other day that this area is going through a drought, and with up here at Gooseberry, water's not really coming over the falls. So we were here a year ago, and we got to see the falls, and this year we're kind of coming to not see the falls, if that makes sense. So we're going to go check that out. So if you've seen our original video, parking is on the other side of this building, and then this building here is where the restrooms, and there's actually a gift shop. Gift shop is back open, where we're going to go down the path here and head toward the falls. Coming up to a fork in the road between the upper, middle, and lower falls. We're going to go left, go to the upper first. It's a beautiful day to be here.
It is. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's sunny and about 73. Got a nice breeze.
Yep.
And of course the crowd seemed kind of manageable, at least for right now. So let's kind of hope it keeps this way, but I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, so far so good.
We're coming up on the upper falls, and the water is pretty still here. Not like I remember it being last year. The bridge here is actually Highway 61, which goes north and south from Duluth up to the Canadian border. It goes literally right over the park. And here's our first look at the upper falls. Having a good time, Holly? She's having a good time. She's not at the house in the kennel, so.
Any road trip is good for Holly.
Yeah, particularly something with a view like this.
Yep. But you can tell that the water isn't, from when we were here last year, the water is definitely not flowing as much as it was then.
Yeah, still a flow to it, just not as strong. So our options here are, we can enjoy the lovely view from this location, and we've learned there's a path right here, which is not even, but it'll get you over to the upper part of the upper falls. But what do we want to do? Do you want to go that way, or do you want to just head back there?
Let's take the path. Let's see how it looks up there.
Oh, this is just kind of more of a natural path. Oop, I tripped already. I didn't even get on the path and I already tripped. So just kind of a little bit rocky terrain with some roots are kind of going to be your stepping stones and steps and whatever to get around. Just be careful. Wonder how well Holly's going to handle this. Ah, she's a pro. Reaching the upper part of the upper falls, and up here there's a bench they made. Give you a nice view looking down over that's the top of the middle falls. Carrying Hollywood ahead of me. Holly's so anxious, but she doesn't know where she's going. You're gonna go dip your toes?
I'm gonna dip my toes. Holly apparently is gonna take a drink or swim. Ooh, that's cold. Feels nice though.
Yeah, it's really kind of calmer up here than last year. Again, a lot more water was coming over this. Like for example, you can kind of see like water would, like last year, like water probably would have gone over this spot here, but it's not. Oh.
Are you gonna try and go to Dad? Are you gonna try and go?
Oh! She got a wet bottom. You trying to get over here?
You wanna go to Dad? I think that's not the best place to cross.
You gotta come over? Come on. Mom's gonna hang on to the leash though. She doesn't want you going over the edge. Get swept away.
Over here.
No.
There we go.
Hopefully we got a towel in the car.
Okay, ready? Mom's gonna cross over. You know, the funny thing is she could just walk.
Yeah.
But she goes into where it's deeper.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't know.
No.
Kind of on the rocks at the top of the falls, and I couldn't normally get over here if the water was faster running than it has been. And it's so kind of a fall down. And Holly just had to follow me all the way. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. Oh, jeez. Watch where you're stepping, girl. Oh.
Come back here to me, please.
I decided we're gonna walk up the stream a little bit, and there's like a little sandy-ish beach here. We're just gonna check out real quick, but man, the river is very still right here. And then upstream a little bit more are all these rocks. A lot of these rocks would normally be underwater. So, yeah, definitely a lot different than last year. How's it going, hon?
My feet got muddy, so I put my feet in to try and clean them up.
You're smarter than me because you always wear flip-flops, and I just don't like flip-flops.
But you've never tried these flip-flops.
Yes, dear. Got to make our way back down to the Middle Falls area. Yeah, we have to go over this terrain, but Holly's leading the way even though she doesn't know where we're going.
Yes, she does. Give her more credit.
That's not a drowned rat, that's actually our dog. Made over to the Middle Falls, and this actually looks like it's flowing pretty good, at least on the middle. Again, it's not as strong as normal because often we come down to the side here and there's just like a trickle coming from the left. But it's still beautiful. Still on kind of the Middle Falls area, and this area is just pretty much bone dry. Another angle for the Middle Falls. It's just kind of crazy how this is like half the waterfall from what it was last year. I mean, you can still see it coming down okay on this side, but
where it's all kind of dark there, that was last year. There was water flowing over there, so there's not a whole lot of water right now.
Yeah, you can see it kind of trickling, but it's just nothing like
it was a year ago.
We're gonna go check out the top part of the lower falls. You can see this is where the normal path would go, or you can see how the water just cut through the rock over the centuries. And here we go, the top part of the lower falls, or what's supposed to be the lower falls. Where are we going here? Wherever Holly takes us?
Pretty much, kind of letting her decide.
Huh.
She apparently wants to head back toward the water for some reason.
She loves water.
You gonna go in the water? You walk all the way up to it and then you kind of chicken out.
And they walk up here to the lower falls. This is very interesting. This is basically a waterless waterfall right now. You can see where the pool is. But this is still interesting and unique to me because you can just see how the water has left its mark over the years, how it cuts through the rock and the pattern and the trickle, and the rocks are smooth because of the water, and how it just kind of worn it down over time. So there's not enough water to really feed this side of the falls, but on the other side of this wall of rock is the other side, or the northern side of the lower falls, and that's where most of that water is going now. We'll go over there in a second. Zoomed in from here, you can just kind of see what's left of that trickle coming down this, I don't want to say dead side, but this waterless side of the falls. Just above that trickle, it's just kind of interesting, at least for me, to see how that there's like a curtain of water coming down that one rock face.
We're gonna try and cross these rocks here. Get over, there's a little tiny waterfall spring up ahead there. We'll see how we do. As predicted, I didn't think we'd be able to cross these rocks.
She's wet.
Okay. Anyhow, we got some baby falls. Can't really get too close to them in the water. The water's looking kind of yucky around here. But little cute baby falls. There are still some lower falls. Here's another side of the lower falls. So there's water flowing. Not as much as usual again. The dark rocks is usually where there is water flowing to. And it comes down and it flows a little more over here. Little baby rapids. Holly, who's never been here before, is apparently directing which way we are going today. Kind of a view from another side of the main area of the lower falls. Another thing that's really cool actually with Gooseberry is if you come here during the winter when the falls are frozen, it's really cool looking.
So we're kind of near the base of the lower part of the falls. That's on the active side. Still beautiful. Won't turn a day away from the opportunity to do this, but it's very nice and peaceful here. I thought we'd take a different way back, which would take us across a bridge over here, but this looks like it'd be a little bit more difficult to try to cross, particularly with Holly. But we just saw someone else step over, like right here. I'm gonna give that a shot. Oh boy. There we go. Made it. Come here, sweetie. Want to pick her up and hand her to me? Yay! We made it across. There's the northern half of the lower falls. Before we couldn't even get over there at all last year because of the water, and it was definitely too high over here. So that was a nice new angle. Good to get close to that side of the falls. So this way back we can take this bridge to cross instead of those rocks we took to get over to the middle there. Yeah, so those are the rocks we took to get up to the north side of the lower falls. Kind of a little small rocky beach. A lot of kids will come down here and just play in the water because it's so shallow. I forgot how nice this little path here is on the south side of the river and from the falls.
Nice and shady.
Yeah, definitely nice and cool here. If you notice, the water is brownish. It doesn't have to do with the water not being clean. This area is considered as the Minnesota Iron Range, so there's so much iron ore in the minerals and the streams and everything that it's kind of more of a rust color from the iron rusting. It's really actually kind of interesting. It's a bit of steps to get down to and up from the lower part of the falls, from the middle falls. So this is the middle falls, the pathway. But when we get up here, it'll actually split off, and you have the option to take more like a wheelchair access to the medium falls or stairs. And this is the middle falls, and from here take the steps there, that goes to the lower falls. It's kind of the farthest you can go if you have like wheelchair assistance or trouble navigating stairs. The middle falls, we came down the steps before to get the middle falls, but you also have a walking path that's paved. You can take this way to at least get the middle falls, or at least back to the visitor center from the middle falls. I winded from making all those stairs.
And meanwhile, Holly's like, let's go. Keep going.
She loves taking stairs. Oh. Yeah, there's more steps. There's a statue up here, which is where those steps go to. Visitor center's this way. Looking ahead inside the visitor center, back there is the gift shop. There's also a help desk. And off to the side, they have a display with history about Gooseberry Falls State Park and some information about the whole park here. And on the way there are the restrooms, and also there's a water fountain with a water bottle refill station. So definitely take advantage of that. Woo, yeah, it's a little warm. It's
gotten a little warm since we first got here.
Yeah, and humid too, but that's gonna do it for a little trip here to Gooseberry Falls for the Waterless Waterfall, so to speak. Very interesting still to see the way how the water's cut through the rock over the years and the effect that it's had on the landscape.
Yeah.
But that's me. That stuff is interesting to me. Did you have a good time though?
I did. I had a great time. What about you?
I did. It seems like Holly had a good time.
Holly had a good time too. I think she wants to get to the car.
Yeah, she's a little hot, so we're going to get her some water and get moving.
Oh, yep, there she goes.
I want to thank you for joining us. I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
You've been watching KB Treks. Please do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe so you know you're out there. Until next time, good luck and have fun.
See ya.